Hey guys, so if you use moving averages in your trading, this is the video for you. I'm going to explain to you which moving averages you can use for which particular pair or asset or whatever financial instrument you're trading, and how you actually come up with some of these things. So I'm going to go through the theories that help you sort of determine which moving averages to use. Now, I want you to see something I've got on my screen here, gold. And I've got these moving averages that I've been using for gold for a while. And you can see that gold actually comes and bounces on my moving average. And when there's a breakout, it does go above, right? And when this breaks below, it goes and settles on another moving average there. So I'm going to explain to you how I came up with these moving averages. It's based on mainly on two things, what we term the quarters theory, and also what we term the day trading market theory, right? So I'm going to explain to you these two theories in a moment, and how you can also make use of these theories to create your own moving averages. Remember, guys, this channel is all about making you a complete trader, and therefore I am trying the best I can to share some of this knowledge that I don't think is easily found in textbooks or out there. Right? So let me just go and maybe share with you about moving averages and how they can be used in determining the support or resistance of a particular asset. So let's talk about moving averages in general, right? The definition of a moving average. So, of course, a moving average, from the word, is an average of price, right? So it's a plot of the average price based on a certain number of candlesticks or a certain number of points. So if you are plotting on a daily time frame, the 7-day moving average, that's a weekly moving average. So what you're doing is you're checking the price points of the week and then plotting the average of those 7-day prices. Now, it could be the open price, it could be the close price, it could be the highest or the lowest. It just depends on what you want as an individual. Now, what I'm going to explain to you is, why do people actually use the 200 moving average lot, and why it is not a universal moving average that you should be using on every single asset. Now, the 200 moving average is a well-respected, well-used, and the 21 moving average as well. These are mainly used by traders globally, and I'm going to explain why they are used a lot and why you should not be applying them to everything. Okay. So essentially, the reason why these moving averages are used is because of the trading cycle, or how many trading days there are in a year. Now, some of you will know that there is 5 working days in a year, and the market is open 5 days, and there is 52 weeks. So this is about 250 uh, approximately trading days in a year. Now, yes, of course, I have excluded the 2 weeks because of public holidays and all of that other stuff, but I'm left with 250 trading days. But I said 200 moving average and not 250 moving average. Why is the 200 moving average very popular? And this is the reason. When you talk about the volume uh, in the market, Mondays and Fridays are mainly, Fridays are mainly for rounding up, and Mondays are mainly for studying the markets and just seeing where the market is going and what is the volume in the market. So if you trade market maker theory or week-off theory or what they call smart money concepts and all of that, you do know that Mondays are accumulation days or accumulation phase, which means half of the day is just people studying the market. And then Friday, half of the day is people winding up their trades, which means there's volume decrease. So there's shrinking volume on Friday. There is also less volume on Monday, beginning of Monday. So this means there is actually 4 trading days in essence. So 4 multiplied by 50 is 200. So the effective moving average that will show you exactly what is going on is the 200 MA or the 200 moving average. And because of what is known as the quarters theory, which talks about uh, how, as human beings, we prefer statistical data in quarters, right? You have the Q1, lower quarter, you have Q2, Q3, Q4. So Q1 is the lower quartile, Q2 is the median, Q3 is the 75th percentile, and then Q4, of course, is the highest value. So you have the 25th percentile, the 50th percentile, so 25, 50, 25, 100. We have data in quarters mostly. And this is the same way, in essence, also data releases happen per quarter, right? So our year is divided into quarters and we release our data in quarters, and therefore the market also moves in sort of quarters of each other. So you will find that this is actually, this whole movement can be divided into quarters, right? Now, because of the quarters theory, the moving averages can also be divided into quarters, right? So you have the 200 moving average, then you've got the 50 moving average, you have the 30 moving average, you've got the 6 or the 5 moving average. These are the quarters, and also the 800 moving average. So according to this, you could use these moving averages, and this is for Forex pay. Specifically, the majors. So you could use these moving averages. They will help you determine turning points, when the market is going to hit and all of that. Now, why do I say just the Forex pairs and not every other thing? With gold is a metal, right? Of course, that's a very obvious thing. But metals are traded, and other commodities are traded on the futures market. Now, futures are a type of what they call a derivative. Derivative. And with derivatives, you are trading an asset, but what you're simply doing is you are buying an asset at a future time. Futures, hence the word futures. So you're entering into a contract today to say, I'm going to buy certain number of ounces of gold in 10 years at this price. So because of the futures market, the market of gold is always dynamic. It's always moving. So it's not even a 5-day market. It's actually a 7-day, 365-day market. And therefore, because of this, instead of using the 200 moving average, the 365-day moving average is going to be your go-to for gold. So if you can see here, I have plotted the, let's see, there, the 200 moving average. I'm going to change that into into the 365 moving average. Okay. Oops, I just made it 355, but no, it's all right. Let's use 355. for argument's sake, because I don't want the video to be long, you will see that this moving average here, the 365 moving average, is going to be a very important moving average. If you look here, moving average 365, it shows you the points where gold is going to touch. So it's going to be an important form of support or resistance in your trading. Yeah. And then instead of the 800 moving average, remember for the 800 moving average, we have to multiply the 200 by 4 based on the quarters theory. So for the next moving average in gold, we will have to multiply 365 by 4, and that would give us 1460. So the 1460 moving average is this one over here. 1460 moving average, the blue one. And if you see there, the market of, the market gold moved on this day down and then bounced on the 1460 moving average, which is now an important aspect of your trading as a moving average trader, right? You would want to make use of that. Let me change the chart and maybe go to a different chart. As you can see, this is the 4-hour chart, and this is the 365 moving average. On the 4-hour chart, as you can see, it bounces on that. So this is very, very important for you. If you are going to trade profitably, you need to know some of these points. I may not be able to finish this whole topic in one day, but as you can see, this is the 365 moving average on a 4-hour chart. It's very, very key, very, very important. It helps you to understand some of these things. If you look at the 1-hour chart, you can see that the market came and bounced on the 1460. And the 365 is a very good form of support. And, this is some of the things that they will not teach you in any textbook. You will also see here, this here is the 92 moving average, which also formulates part of this strategy, but I'm not going to explain this whole thing today. For the sake of the video, I don't want it to be too long, but I want you to understand that choosing your moving average is a function of, one, the quarters theory, and two, the number of days that the asset is open, right? So number 8, and don't be deceived by the number of days as being 5 for gold, because gold is open 24/7, except that you don't see it, and that's why you have all these gaps happening also after the weekend. Then also for things like your Bitcoin and all the other crypto, they open 24/7 also. So you can make use of these moving averages. And then also the last one, which is the synthetic indices. For those of you who trade on deriv.com, these synthetic indices are open 24/7, and therefore their 365-day moving averages are going to work for this particular asset. So have a great day, and I hope everything will be well with you. Continue working hard and continue studying. That's the way to go. Take care.